All right, we're rolling.
We're rolling. Okay. Ageless Al here. And today we're going to talk about supplements in pill form.
Gee, I had no idea.
So, yes, there's a lot
It's not
here.
like these thousands of pills hinted at anything, but sure.
So, I don't want to go crazy with this in terms of the amount of time, because we could spend a lot of time talking about each one of these, but I'm just going to try to hit the highlights here for everybody and at least give you an idea of some of the stuff that I went through over the last 4.5 years to get to where I'm at this point in time. So yes, this looks like a lot. I don't take all of these every day, and I'll explain that as I go.
All right.
Since I do take a lot of different things, I did find it useful and helpful to start documenting this. So I actually have a little spreadsheet that I keep on my computer, and then you can sort of zoom in and see a little bit of that detail. But what it does is it gives a list of each one of these things that I take, why I take it, how often I take it, and any particular notes that go with it.
Okay.
This was updated last December, so it's about a month old. It's now January 2019. And I realized after I set all this stuff out here that there's one item on the table here that is not on this list, and that just happens to be this zinc, which is a 50 milligram tablet. I get zinc in one of the multivitamins that I take and probably a couple of other things. Zinc is good for your immune system. It's a good stress reducer. But in the winter cold season, I've already had a cold. Thank you, Christopher, for giving it to me.
You're welcome.
A couple of weeks ago. It's useful to bump that zinc up during the winter time, during the cold and flu season, because it does help bolster your immune system to resist some of that stuff.
Yeah, help me get rid of that bacterial infection in November.
Yeah, I used to take Cody's tablets and Airborne and stuff like that, but they have ingredients in them that I don't really like to take, whether it's sugar or artificial sweeteners or colors or flavors. So they're really not the best thing for you. So a plain old zinc tablet, which is nothing else but zinc, with a glass of water, I think is probably more effective anyway. So I highly recommend that you put together a spreadsheet for yourself like this. This happens to wrap to a second page just because there's so many supplements.
Yeah.
But let's talk through some of the stuff that's on here on the table. One thing that I take all the time is a fiber supplement, and I have to do that because I had issues with my colon years ago. I had 4 hemorrhoid operations, unfortunately, and I had a lot of allergy to dairy food, which I didn't realize until I was almost out of my teens. And just to help support all of that and prevent any future problems. Also had 2 grandfathers that died of colon cancer. That put me at a higher risk, so I get a colonoscopy every 5 years, which is no fun, but I do it. And I take this with a glass of juice, usually vegetable juice or almond or coconut milk every morning for breakfast. It's just dextrin. There's no grain in this. I went through diabetic issues for a while, so this is good for people who are on diabetic treatment programs, because it doesn't really seem to bother that in terms of elevating your blood sugar like a psyllium fiber grain would do.
Right.
Okay. Right. Also, while I was on the diabetic Help Your Diabetes or HYD program, I was taking certain supplements that they recommended. So this comes with their program. There are actually about 3 or 4 different things, as I recall. I only have a leftover bottle of this Pro B and Mineral supplement, which I took, along with another supplement which was designed to enhance your liver and your kidney. So there was a liver and kidney supplement also that I was taking at the same time. I don't have any more of those. The bottles are gone, but that was part of their program. And even before I started it, they had me go through this detox cleanse thing that they gave me. There was a supplement for that. So that went on for about 30 days, and then I started on these other supplements. After I went through to the point where I finally got off of blood sugar medication a year ago in October 2017, these pretty much ran out anyway, because I still have a few left in this one bottle. And then I stopped using the HYD supplements entirely. They're not the cheapest thing, and I already had kind of my program going here already, so I kind of deferred to theirs for a while. I stopped taking my multivitamin pill as a result because it was probably too much taking that plus this. So I just stuck with their program until it ran its course.
Right.
But now that I've been off of diabetic medication,
You don't need it anymore.
I don't need it anymore.
Right.
But it helped at the time.
Yeah. All right, we're coming up on 5 minutes. I don't mean to rush you, but I'm trying to rush you.
So What I've done basically is broken things down into some general areas. So I've listed the drugs that I still take. So I still have to take stuff for asthma and glaucoma, unfortunately, but I have to be able to breathe and see. So I got to do those.
Nah, those things are overrated.
Yeah, I still take a little bit of Lyrica before I go to bed because I did sustain some peripheral neuropathy damage in my feet from the diabetes, unfortunately. I whittled it down to the point where I'm just taking a small dose pill before bedtime, and I'm hoping by the spring of 2019 to have eliminated that one entirely. I also have some various vitamins and minerals here.
All right, what are they?
So vitamin C and pantothenic acid are good for the immune system. There's a B12 complex, which is also good for that. I take a calcium and vitamin D supplement because I don't do any dairy food.
So do I.
Dairy food is, well, I'm allergic to it, and B, if you're diabetic or have blood sugar issues, that's
You shouldn't
not good
be eating
for
it
you.
anyway.
You shouldn't be eating it anyway because it has a lot of milk sugar in it, which is bad for your bloodstream.
Right, that's really bad.
All right? And I take a multivitamin pill as well. Also, a vitamin E helps thin the blood a little bit. As you get older, that becomes more important. Sort of a stroke preventer, if you will.
Right.
And then there's two categories I have in here of supplements that were actually recommended by Dr. Nicholas Perricone. Many of you may have heard of him or seen him on the web or on TV. His primary claim to fame is skin doctor. That's what he is. But he believes in nourishing the skin from the inside out, not just putting topical creams on. Yes, he sells those, but he also recommends certain other supplements. Now you can buy
so that
these
you can attack a skin problem from both sides.
from both directions. Now he has these things also available on his website for sale. They're kind of expensive, frankly. You can get these generically at a vitamin shop or a GNC or elsewhere, a Whole Foods market if they have vitamins and minerals for sale there. So you can get a lot of these things without having to go to his site. But I've broken it out into what I call A days and B days. The A days are things I take one day, and then the next day I'll take the B group. So I'm not taking them all at the same time, the same day. So I'm alternating it. I don't think I need to take them every day, and it's very expensive taking these every day. This adds up.
Well, yeah, that can deplete the bottle really quickly.
Yeah. Most of the stuff that I have here, I do try to buy from the vitamin shop at a discount. I get cash back for using them on a regular basis, so that helps offset some of the cost.
Right.
And then there's some other supplements that are out here as well.
Omega-3 fish oil.
So fish oil, which I highly recommend for everybody to take. I take 4 of those throughout the day, so 2 twice daily.
I usually take 3 daily.
Lecithin, which helps with fat metabolism. What else is on here? So I take a testosterone booster, which the vitamin shop sells, called Ultimate Testosterone. I also take Prostagenics. Larry King pitches that. But I've tried that, and it seems to work pretty well. There was a period of time when I was running to the bathroom a lot at night, 4 or 5 times, and that was obviously too much. Prostate is a little enlarged. It happens a lot with men. I don't have any prostate cancer. My PSA numbers are good.
Okay, let's move on.
But that does help with that. Green tea extract, decaffeinated, because caffeine is not good for diabetics. That's right.
Yeah.
We already talked about the dextrin powder.
Acetyl L-carnitine.
Acetyl L-carnitine.
Right?
No.
Oh, no, I was thinking of something else.
You're thinking of beta carotene, not the same thing.
Okay.
So it's a fat burner, though. I take that before bedtime. It kind of helps burn excess fat while you're sleeping. Consult Butte is a supplement that my wife actually started using for skin, nail, and hair replenishment. I take a couple of those as well.
And
I take melatonin before bedtime. That's supposed to help with the prostate as well as a sleep aid. I've never had trouble getting to sleep. I take it more for prostate support. And in another segment that we did, I talked about the NutriBio workout supplements. The only one I'll mention is the Extreme Joint Care, which is on the bottom here.
All right.
That's this bottle right here.
So you should take 2.
So I take 2 of those twice a day. It's supposed to help with the minimizing the wear and tear in your joints and improve your lubrication, which helps with the workouts. I do some fairly intense workouts.
So this helps.
And there are still days when my joints are a little bit achy because, as you get older, you start getting a little arthritis in the joints or in your back. You still have to deal with this. This does seem to help that a little bit as well. So that's the long and short of it. I recommend that you try to start with a few basic ones You don't have to do all of these at one time. Make sure you're taking a decent multivitamin mineral supplement. This is the Vitamin Shop brand. It's pretty good. It's designed for men. Take some extra C, take some extra pantothenic acid. If you're doing a lot of extreme workouts, the extreme joint care is a good one. Take some things that'll help supplement your skin, especially as you age. The skin starts to dry out a little bit more. It's more easily chapped. I get little splits in my fingertips sometimes. I've got a couple of them that are healing up right now.
Oh yeah, whenever it's dry, the sides of my fingers kind of get chapped.
When it's really cold and dried out like it is in the wintertime here in Pennsylvania, that's pretty common. In the summertime, I don't have issues with it, but in the wintertime, I do. When I was a younger man, I didn't have to worry about it at any time of the year, but now it's something I have to be aware of.
So you're where I got that problem from. Thanks, jackass.
Hey, remind me to kick your butt later. Some of these will tell you to take them with food, others without. So, for instance, where's the supplement that I take for the ultimate testosterone? This says take this in an empty stomach. So you got to read the directions.
Right.
I take 2 of these in the morning before I even get started with making my breakfast, so that by the time I actually sit down to eat, I've already ingested those 2. And then I'll take another one of these before bedtime. It says take 3 for the whole day. But most of the rest of these I take with food. If you don't take them with food, a lot of times if you're taking them on an empty stomach, you don't absorb them and they just pass through your system and you've wasted your money. Yeah. Especially vitamins and minerals, especially fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin E and D. They need some fat, they need some food to help bind to as they go through your digestive tract. So, do these really make a difference? A lot of people will say yes, some people will say no.
Depends on the person. Right.
Everybody's got to find the formula that works for them too. Some people can tolerate things more than others. I've seen some people, for instance, that take a lot of extra vitamin C and then they end up running to the bathroom too many times. So you may have to cut back a little bit. So you'll have to try and experiment, see what works, see what helps your system, see what helps your skin, what helps your joints, and so forth. But this, along with the diet, along with the exercise, and I should also mention making sure you get enough sleep at night, which for me is the hardest thing to do because of my busy schedule. All those things put together is what helps maintain your health and your fitness levels more than anything else. Right. I can't even underestimate the sleep factor, because sleep not only helps you rest your brain and restore it for the next day, it also helps when you're doing a lot of strenuous workouts. It helps your body heal and repair itself. Just the other day I was at the gym and my left elbow was a little bit sore, so I made sure I got extra sleep the last couple of nights. Put a little bit of mineral ice on there, put some ice on it, and I even took the day off yesterday from the gym. Yesterday was Monday, and I normally would have gone and done my routine, but I decided I'm going to do it today. I'll just give it an extra day to heal up. Because if you don't, and you don't have enough rest as well as the nutrition,
then you risk doing some actual damage.
That exercise that you do puts yourself at risk of tearing and ripping things apart, and then that just defeats the whole point.
Right.
All right. The intention is to build and strengthen your body, not tear it down.
All right. Well, we're at 13 and a half minutes. Have anything else to add?
I think that's enough for supplements.
All right then.